first three. Congratulations. This is going to be all masterpieces puzzles. They have more of my images than anyone else, as far as I know. And I'm very pleased about it. Okay, start with this one. It's called Happy Holidays, Holiday Visitors. But I like it that it's not necessarily Christmas. It could be whatever you celebrate in the winter. All you have to have is a cabin, a snowmobile, and a pair of mittens. All right, and move right along because there's a lot of these for you to see. They do some specialty things such as Seek and Find, which has images that you don't see in this picture that you will find as you work on it. And I love doing stuff like this, just putting all the junk from my attic into the puzzle so I don't have to have it in my real house. That is my guitar, by the way, though. That's me. Next up, camping. This is Camp We Wanna Go. I don't know if everybody got the pun that I made up for that name, but we want to go to the camp. We want. All right. This is just everything fun from summer camp, which I did not go to a sleepaway camp, and I'll be nostalgic about it for you if you did. All right. We already saw the Seek and Find attic. Looks like I had a double here. All right. How about this? Is a series that I came up with, which I thought was lacking in Jigsaw puzzles, was where the dudes hang out. So I did 3 separate man cave puzzles and 1 ultimate man cave panorama, which I don't have, but if you search that, you will see that I kind of combined all of it, made a long version. But this was a lot of fun, putting everything in there. Here's another one. That's called Retro Rules, that one. And this is called Fish, Hunt, and Hibernate. This is more for the outdoorsmen, their man cave cabin. And I think I have another one which may pop up. It's not in this stack right now. So we'll move on to Coca-Cola. I've done a few Coca-Cola designs my day. This was a man cave version of Coca-Cola. I had a version that I preferred, which had poker tables and things like that, but they wanted to steer away from gambling. Oh well, this could be fun anyway. Play pinball at least. All right. I've mentioned that I like cars, hot rods, motorcycles. I don't have hot rod. I don't ride a motorcycle, but I just think they're cool. So here's a parade, which I called Main Street Muscle. Because it's a big old muscle car right there in the front. Move these puzzles down. Next up, oh, this is good. I'd always pictured when I started illustrating puzzles, where would someone really like to be doing their puzzle? So I tried to make the ultimate puzzling room with a beautiful view. With the cat sleeping in the box, of course. Everybody knows about that. And I assume that Masterpieces liked this puzzle because, what did they do? Where did it go? Huh. Oh, here we go. They did a very large version of it as part of their, look at that, Chris Bigelow signature collection. And I'm not really promoted that well on a lot of boxes. Sometimes it'll be Bigelow Illustrations, sometimes it has my name. They should all be like this, don't you think? Okay, that's the same puzzle. That's 3,000 pieces, though. All right. Some more retro designs for you. Here we are, a backyard picnic, backyard barbecue. And when I was looking for a reference like this, it brought back a lot of memories, like those umbrellas with the patterns underneath. I don't think you could buy that if you wanted to. If you did, it was coming out of the back of somebody's garage. Keeping the retro feel and Coca-Cola combined. Coke and a diner. And for some reason, everyone's eating outside today, but it's very fun and it's very Coca-Cola. More logos than you can shake a stick at. For the non-Coca-Cola diner fans, how about the Rock and Rolla diner? Right from my mind. Nowhere in reality. But if someone wants to make it, I give them permission. Okay. Part of their Shopkeepers series is the Masterpieces Puzzle Shop. They call it Puzzle Emporium. And I had designed a couple other puzzle shop art pieces. But this one, all of the puzzles in there are little shrunk down versions of puzzles that I really had did and that Masterpieces sells. So that was pretty exciting for me. Puzzles like this one's probably in there. This one's called Campsite, right? No, Leisure Lake. And the family's having the ultimate lake vacation. Even Dad, who's happy to shave from a bucket of water, I guess. Okay, next is Southwestern Vacation. Got a motorhome on the road on its way down into town. Title of this was Into the Valley. That's where he's headed, and the motorcyclist is bugging out. Another seek and find. This one is Halloween. And I went crazy with indoor idea for Halloween. So many outdoor haunted houses that you see. I thought it'd be more fun to have a creepy family in their creepy living room. And look at the young daughter looking at her newborn baby eyeball. Had a lot of fun with this. This one recently appeared on the internet in a completely copied form where they just changed everything a little tiny bit and sold it as their own. So it must be great because somebody thought it was worth copying. All right, next. General store, Countryside Store and Supply. Got as many retro trucks in there as I could fit, an old hot rod that's being built in the back, and all of your typical roadside general store merchandise. Next, the Polar Express. You know the Polar Express. I was asked to, excuse me, to do a Polar Express puzzle. And at the time, I did not know they were talking about the movie. So I made a train and Santa Claus outside the train waving. And then I showed them the art and they were like, but there's nothing from the movie. And I said, I didn't know that's what you wanted to do. So then I went back and did this. And I have the other non-movie version out there somewhere also. But this was interesting, fun to do. Not my favorite movie, but not bad. Summerfest, the country fair with all the rides and games and tickets and corn dogs and anything else I could think of. Of course, if you can't go to the fair, you can at least go to the market. The farmer's market. With some young, I'd say almost hipster folks pulling their young son in a wagon. That's called Farm Fresh. Here's from the Farm and Country series, Barnyard Crowd. This time the animals are not going completely crazy, doing more what animals do, milling about. Well, that went pretty quick. There was a lot of puzzles there, but hopefully I went through them quick enough that you didn't get bored. And we're reaching the end of the 4th installment. I have 2 more to show you. This one is called Flashback Yard Sale. And I put everything 80s that I could drum out of my brain into this yard sale. I used to work on some of these properties way back when, and like the Muppets. And had a lot of fun with this. I think you'd have a lot of fun doing it. And last but not least, oops, it's not a Masterpieces. But somehow it's a white mountain that missed an earlier segment video. And this one has many elements from many of the different puzzles I've done combined into one big old thing. So thank you so much for checking this out. Have any questions? I will be checking back, looking for what they are. And again, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.